Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, The Plagues Has Begun. You know, they have this monkeypox, supposedly going on, and it's hitting the fruit cup community. And we know, 2/3 of you, Jake, some, good majority of you like dressing up like women. You're bisexual, men on men, women on women. You're giving the okay on your little son to become a little girl. You got a little son that's 7, 8, 9 years old, and you're okaying it, giving the okay for your son to become a little girl, or your little girl to become a little boy. You see, but and you also have the C-19, that's going around, and the Lord told you too that I'm gonna give you plagues that's not written in this book. You see, so there's other, there's a lot of plagues and pestilence that's coming, and a lot of Jakes, you 2/3 Jakes that just can't get right. You're gonna get caught up in the plagues, in the pestilence, and then in the famine. You see, there's a lot of Jakes are gonna die of famine, and they're gonna die of pestilence, of different diseases that the Lord is going to bring. You see, you've had all this time to get right, to get your mind right, and to come back to YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI. But you don't want to. You're out here being worldly and being carnal-minded. You see? You have these Christians, these Jakes in these Christian churches and these Islamic churches, and they're not going off. They're not going off what YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI is saying, and they don't believe in the name. You see, and so the Lord's going to do away with you because you don't want to come back into your heritage, and you don't want to do thus said the Lord. You want to do what you want to do and live freely. So we're going to go into Exodus 9 and 14, because these plagues and pestilence are coming. And the same thing the Lord did in the first Egypt, under Pharaoh, he's going to do again in this second Sodom and Egypt here, America. He's sending plagues. He's sending pestilence and the famine. You see? So we're going to go to Exodus 9 and 14, and it reads, "For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart." And the Lord is plaguing 2/3 of you, Jake. You got 2/3 Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. The Lord is YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI is plaguing you. Got you eating all type of crazy abominable foods. You're celebrating all the crazy abominable holidays. Even Jake, out here, carrying guns and carrying weapons. The Lord YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI he never said to carry swords or to carry weapons. He told you those who live by the sword will die by the sword. So, and that modern day sword is that gun, or it could be different devices, of weaponry. You know, that's those are the sword. You know, you're supposed to be, if you're Israelite, Hebrew Israelite, and you're claiming to be in the faith and in the truth and the serving Yahweh by Shem Shai, you don't need none of that. This book, he told you to preach this word and to have faith in him. We walk by faith, not sight. You know, and like he said, carnal, roughly paraphrasing it, being carnal minded is enmity against the Father. You know, it equals death. You know, you trying to use a gun or a sword. The Lord didn't say do that. He said you got to step out on faith in these last days that's coming, because your sword can't save you. You see, your gun can't save you, Jake. Your gun can't save you. You're gonna need a higher entity. You're gonna need you're gonna need Yahawah Shai. You're going to need him. There's no other way around this. But the Lord said, "For I will at this time send all my plagues upon thine heart." He's plagued Jake all in his heart, doing all type of different, going off, just going off completely. "And upon thy servants and upon thy people, and thou mayest know there is none like me in all the earth." Call halal Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord is plaguing. The judgment must start at the house of Israel, the Lord's sanctuary, and also to the other nations. The Lord is sending famine and pestilence. Those are two judgments that the Lord is sending through the earth right now. And it's going to increase and get worse. It's going to get bad. It's going to get to a point with these plagues, these pestilence. You're not even going to be able, you can't go around certain individuals, even your kids. You know, that's how bad it's going to be. But you're going to have some Jakes, they just can't take it. You can't hold me for my kid. You can't hold me for my wife or brother or uncle or mother, you know. And the Lord then plagued them and put pestilence on them because they don't want to serve the Lord. They don't want to seek Yahweh Shem Shai. But you're going to try your best to try to heal them or save them. And you're not going to be able to do that. I got one more. I'm going to close out. We're going to go to Numbers. You see? You know? The Lord is he's sending them pestilence and that famine. Those are two judgments that the Lord is sending, and he's gonna take out Jake, and he's done this already. Let's get to Numbers, and I'm gonna close out. Just a quick hit through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, you got to believe in Yahweh Shem Shai, man, and you got to do the work to the best of your abilities. You see, ain't no other way around this. If you are not stepping out on faith and believing in Yahweh Shem Shai and doing the work to your best abilities and calling on the name Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, the Lord, he has judgment for you. So we're going to go to Numbers. I'm going to close out with this. Numbers 16 and 46, because this already happened. Numbers 16 and 46. This already happened, and the Lord's going to do this again on a way major level. Numbers 16:46, and it reads, "And Moses said unto Aaron, Take a censer and put fire therein from off the altar, and put on incense, and go quickly unto the congregation, and make an atonement for them, for there is wrath gone out from Yahweh Shem Shai. The plague is begun." And this is the point, you know, the plagues have begun. Now they're talking about ramping up as we go into the fall. Here it come. Here it come. They're already talking about the monkeypox is getting worse. You know, giving more jump shots and hot sauce out. You know, supposedly that creepy Joe has, or he has what, 200 million more doses ready for the fall, ready to go. You people have had enough time to get right, and you all you've been trying to do is have fun and celebrate. Here it come. Here comes the pestilent. Here it come. The Lord's going to turn it up. The plague is begun. It says 47, and Aaron took as Moses commanded and ran into the midst of the congregation, and behold, the plague was begun among the people, and he put on incense and made an atonement for this people. 48, for he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed. 49, this is the point. Now they that died in the plague were 14,000, 14,700, beside them that died about the matter of Korah. You see, 14,000. The Lord killed 14,000. You see? And it's going to get way worse than that. It's going to be that 14,000, he's going to turn it up to 100,000. You see? You see, because Israel didn't listen, man. And it's the same thing now. Israel just don't want to listen. Israel wants to be of reputation. They want to carry around these weapons and try to protect themselves and think that they're going to, they go off their own vain opinion. Israel is disrespectful. They're not obedient. You see, eating all the abominable foods, going in the way of the heathen. Esau's blessing is the sword, is the gun, is these weaponry. That's Esau's blessing. Jake goes right along, right behind Esau into that blessing. The gun, the sword, the weaponry. That's what Jake does. You see? Jake tries to start businesses like Esau. They go right in the way of the heathen. But the Lord is, like he said, he's going to send plagues amongst your heart and amongst the servants. He's them pestilence, that famine. It's begun. And it's going to turn up even more, as we go into the fall and into the winter. It's going to get a lot worse. It's going to become really real. You see? And this is all through the power and the spirit of YAHAWAHSHI. So, this is why you have to come out of this place. You got to come. This thing is spiritual, man. Ain't no guns gonna save you. Ain't no money gonna save you. None of that. This is Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. If you don't have Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, he's going to kill you, man. You're going to die in the pestilence, in the plagues, in the famine, in the violence, and ultimately in those ICBM missiles. You're going to fall, man. You have to have Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. There's just no way around this. See? So, I wanted to go in on that. Just a quick hit through the power and the spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. Call her law Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. And double honors to my apostles and elders, the bishops and the prophets on down, at Great Millstone. Shalom. Shalom, apostles and elders and bishops. The Wadada, through the power and the spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, for constantly edifying and speaking the truth. But I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM Rakak Wadash. Hopefully you were edified. Adawan Ratazah come back with another lesson. Shalom, Israel.